Go in. Go in. Oh my God. Well, happy morning everybody. Welcome back to GolfTestDummy, the channel where I use my game to help your game. I'm out here on the golf course. It's currently about 31 degrees. That's Fahrenheit, not Celsius. This will be my first round with my new irons. I don't have the driver yet. It should be coming. When it does, I'll try and get out on course with that. I'll show you some in the simulator back in the lab. I know that in the simulator on the Garmin R10, I have lost a little bit of distance. Some of that is going to be due to the fact that these clubs are not the game improvement distance irons that I had before, and the other part of it is just trying to get used to the clubs. I've only had them now for about a week and a half. There's really no telling what's going to happen. I don't expect to blow it up and play really great and have great scores, but hopefully the short game and the putting will save me as they always do, and I've still got the old driver in the bag, which I don't know, I can find the fairway with it more often than not, and I've got my 3-wood, which I'll probably be playing off the tee quite often. So stick around, let's get into this one. All right, first hole, no warm up, freezing ass cold. Just gonna pop it down here, par 5. Not looking for anything major. Yeah, nice little pop. It's going a little left on me. It's gonna put me behind a tree for my second shot, but that's okay. Folks, we are walking today, carrying the bag. No push cart, no nothing. I think it's important to note that, like I said in the beginning, I know that I'm gonna lose a little bit of distance with these irons, but I think I'll regain some of it as I get used to them as well. And as you get older, less flexible, and you're in the cold, your range of motion can be, let's just say, limited, less than, we could use that term probably. I'm just gonna try and play a 6-iron out to the right of this big tree in front of me, and should get a little bit of a draw, hopefully. Let me check my intermediate point here. And I'm gonna probably be clubbing up 1 at least today, maybe even 2 clubs in the beginning because it's cold and I'm not warm yet, but even after I get warm, I'm probably taking 1 extra club. Yeah, nice little draw out there. It's not a giant killer. Not bad. There's so much going on today. I've got new irons. I'm working on a new, trying to find my swing. As if you've been watching the channel, you see that is right at 99 yards. I'm also walking, and I haven't played golf in 2 or 3 months, and I didn't walk the last time that happened. We're gonna just try a gap wedge here, nice and smooth. So there's really a lot to test out. That's pretty close. Oh, it is deep a little bit. It's hard of the green though. It was right at it, so that's a great shot. Green and rig. Missed the fairway though. So walking up to this one, this is the first hole. We've had a good start. We had a somewhat decent drive. I don't know the yardage on it. I'm using my laser rangefinder instead of GPS on my golf pad app today. God, this bag's getting in the way. I'm carrying my bag and I'm walking, which I haven't done in a long time. But I've hit 3 pretty decent shots to start off with. So on top of clubbing up, because I'm trying to get used to these clubs and they travel a little shorter, I know you can't see me, I apologize, but on top of that, I'm also trying to smooth my swing out. One of my goals with the swing that I'm trying to develop and really groove in, that I would consider to be my authentic swing, is trying to take my effort levels down. And trying to take my effort levels down, I'm trying to just smooth it out, take a beat, gather the club, and wow, this is pretty good. That's a pretty deep pitch mark too. I'll show you this putt, try and make it for birdie. Always repair your pitch marks, folks. You think about the term professional golfer, and what does that mean? Well, it means you're really good, number 1. Number 2, it means that you get paid, but also how they approach preparing and playing and going about their round. Let's see. They take it. Oh man, that's hot. Holy crap. Woo, that's way past the hole. Let me readjust you so you can see this. Man, this is off the green. Another thing that pros do is they take everything pretty seriously, and they prepare and they approach it as if they were working in an office. 3 stab, first hole. But they approach everything as if they're working in an office, as if it is their job. I think a lot of times we think, oh, well, this is not like a real job, but they approach it as a job. They've got things to take care of. They've got responsibilities. They've got all sorts of things that they need to do correctly and follow a procedure and a rhythm and sort of a routine, much like you do when you go to your job and you work it. So I'm going to try and approach this as if it were a job and try to put myself into the mindset of a professional with looking at everything to manage risks, to plan things out, to try and execute properly, to keep my wits about me. Don't get overwhelmed. Try and take it one step at a time, one piece at a time, one bite at a time, and see if that helps my mental game and helps my scoring throughout the day. All right, I'm not going to record every hole for you here because I, quite frankly, just don't have the battery for it. I have developed sort of a one-way miss with these, which is nice. They either go fairly straight or they draw. Very rarely hit a stock fade with it. So I can kind of count on that, but sometimes they've been having a tendency to draw quite a bit. But we'll see what we get with this one. And that's struck okay. It's a little out of the toe, so it's probably not going to have the distance, and it hooked. And that's the tendency, but I caught it on the toe, so I deserve what I got. Left it just a touch short. I think that last green kind of scared me a little bit. It was so rocket fast. A little short, and it did turn at the end. So that's back-to-back bogeys. Not the start that I was looking for, but that's okay. I can make them up. I don't know if you could see it or not, but I got crystallized snot on my sleeve where my nose is running. It's so cold out here. All right, shortish par 4, 5-iron in hand. See if I can find a broken tee. Yeah. Oh, baby, that is money. Baby draw right down the heart. I can't quit with the snot. It just won't stop coming. Let's see. 119, blue flag toward the back. We're just going to do a piece of a pitching wedge here. Be the right club. It's on it. It bounced on the green. I can't see where it finished, but man, that was a dead money line. Here's the observations so far. I'm on hole 3. Hopefully I'm on the green putting for a birdie to try and make up one of those damn bogeys that I had on the first 2 holes. My observations so far are this. The irons, I already know that they feel fantastic. I've been working with them a little bit in the simulator for the last week and a half. So I know that they feel excellent. And the yardages so far are matching up pretty well with what I saw on the R10. There's a lot of people that say the R10 is not that accurate. That has not been my experience. It may arrive at the conclusion with a different path that it took to get there, but ultimately the conclusion that it arrives at, the yardages, the ball flights, all that stuff are good. Oh man, I landed right beside the flag, pitch mark, and it just trickled onto the back fringe, but I've got still a putt at it, and it is a probably 14-foot putt. See if you can see this. Hole, pitch mark over here. Golf, yeah, this is hard. Golf ball over here. So we're gonna try and make a birdie putt, but so far, so good. Repair pitch marks. I know there's a lot of golf YouTubers out there that take some serious heat because they don't show on camera. And it just did not quite turn as much as I thought it would. That's okay. It doesn't have to be birdie all the time. You just need to avoid the doubles and triples. Now look, I don't want to say this because I'm a very positive person and I always try to be positive, but I hate this hole. I hate this hole. It's a 420 yard par 4. It is very tight. It is a slight dog leg to the left, and for 420 yards it plays so much longer than that. But let's just say that it doesn't like me probably about as much as I don't like it. Oh, but we laced one. Not a great swing. I felt a little off balance, probably odd. It's down the right side, should leave me a good angle as long as it didn't take a wicked kick. It's not gonna be 300 bills either. Well, I cut the camera off for a little bit to try and save battery on my mics and the camera. Striped a hybrid right down the middle. I've got 123.5 left in. I'm hitting a pitching wedge. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough club with my new set. I could just try hitting a little baby 9-iron, but what the hell? Like 10 Cup said, you ride her till she bucks you, or you don't ride at all, right? That's another one right at it. It's got the length. Oh yeah, no, that's home. That's beautiful. Pitch mark near the ball, had a little spin on it. That's good. That's a pitching wedge from 123.5, cold, not so great conditions. So I'll take it. Pulled it and it stayed straight. Actually turned left. Wow, misread. Not bad speed though. There's another par. So far I'm sitting at 2 over through 5 holes. Well, we're on a par 3, and like I said, I can't film every shot of every hole, but I definitely want to get this one in here because this is where the iron play really comes into its own. So it's 147. That's with the slope. It's a blue flag, means it's toward the back. I see the flag blowing right to left. 147. We're going to play an 8-iron here. Now with my old set, it would be 9-iron all day. And that is just struck so pure, and it is curving way too much to the left. Wow, that is a really good strike. That's kind of heartbreaking. You know, there are a couple other things I want to mention in this video as I walk down to this shot. I've got some new gear. Now, none of these are sponsored. Nobody has sent me anything. Nobody's reached out to me. I haven't reached out to anybody. This is not paid, but I've got some Callaway golf shoes. They're spikeless. I'll put a picture of them up. Love these shoes. They are excellent. Very comfortable, very affordable. Neutral colors, love it. The pullover I'm wearing, I don't know if you can see it or not, is a Snake Eyes pullover. I'm getting into the classic brands. I'm trying to represent the classic brands. So then I've got the Snake Eyes hat, which, let's see if you can see it. It's a flex fit hat, so it's fitted, but it's got the elastic in it. Also got a Snake Eyes shirt coming. I'm playing Top Flight Gamer golf balls, and I'm trying to order some Max Fly and Slazenger stuff. Stay tuned. This is where I ended up, close to pin high. This is not a great lie. That's a pinchy lie. And I've got a little bit of a touchy shot. Ooh, that is the dreaded chunk. Nope. That is a terrible lie. Heartbreaker. Oh, well, I'm gonna keep it live here, folks. I'll switch to putter. That is disappointing. Man. Oh. Not a bad speed. That's all right. That's close enough. That's going to give me my third bogey of the day. Man, hate to see that. Oh, sorry, guys. Trying to be a champion for you guys. I really am. That is a heartbreaking result on that hole. To strike a shot so well, but then to have it turn and leave you. I mean, the conditions on this course, let's be honest, this is a cheap course. Play here all the time. The conditions out here are harsh. You don't get those lies that you see on TV. You'd never get those. So that is a really difficult shot. And it's a heartbreaker to drop one there, 3 over through 6. But I'm striking the ball really well. These irons, man, I'm telling you, I am loving it. They are so pure. Oh man, I wish I had recorded that shot. I had a 157 shot. Was behind some trees that were right in front of me, big tall trees. Had to hit a big, high, towering snap hook to get anywhere close to this green. That's the beauty of these clubs, and having that one-way miss. I know I got that shot in the bag. I knew I could hit a big, high sweeping hook, but it just goes to show you that sometimes hookers can really work to your advantage. Oh boy, I got tree trouble. That's 161.5 middle pin. I don't have many options here. I gotta play something low, or can I try and hit a big super cut? And a cut is not my shot. Play a low 6-iron, keep it low, try and run it up that bank in front of the green. Back of the stance, hands ahead, hood it a little bit. Finish low. Finish low. Not a full swing, check swing. Sit down, sit down. Oh no, it needed to go a little bit. That's perfect though, that's good. It's right about where I wanted to leave it. Great shot. That was a perfect, punchy, low 6-iron that landed exactly where I needed it to land. Unfortunately, it's so muddy out here that you get 0 roll, no bounce, no roll. It just hits in a pitch mark and bounces backwards. Kind of like this. See if you can see it. But that's exactly where I was planning on going, was into the bank and trying to have it go up. That, I wanted to show that shot because when you first buy irons and you buy game improvement clubs or a set that is just a marginal average set, one of the things that they do in modern clubs is that they make them super forgiving, and they make them with a low center of gravity so that you get the ball up, because a lot of golfers have problems getting the ball to go up in the air. They hit low shots. They either don't have the speed, the spin, or the good contact to get them in the air. So when you play with those clubs, it becomes even harder to hit special shape shots, knockdown shots, curving shots. But with a player's distance iron like this that has a cavity back, you get a little bit of the forgiveness, but you also get the ability to sort of carve your shots and shape them and sort of customize them for just such occasions. And that nice little check swing, if I had done that with my irons, they would have shot it up into that tree without a doubt. They would have just climbed into the air. So I got to try and get up and down and save a par now. So the pitch mark is here and it came backwards. It had 0 run. I've got plenty of green to work with here. Stan Utley technique with introducing the bounce and letting the bounce of the club do its job. That's pretty much the school of thought that I have. Got a real good chance of getting this one close if I execute properly. Medium height, it's going to go a little bit higher than the flag. And I can feel here, I can feel the trajectory coming off of my left-hand side. So hands ahead, picture the spot, and then I just want to toss it to that spot. And that's pretty good. That's going to leave me about 3 feet for par. That was a beautiful short. What the? Something in my shoe. Oh, it's a megalodon tooth. Anyway, I just realized that in the course of filming, I left my ball in the cup on the last hole after I put it in. I just didn't pick it up out of the cup. It's a reflex to pick the ball up out of the hole. I have never done that in my entire golfing life. Is that going senile? Is that what they call that? Is that proof that I'm losing it? I don't know. Still, snotty sleeve. It's crystallizing on my sleeve. I'm probably gonna scratch myself with it later. Okay, smooth 3-wood. And that is low on the face. It's gonna get up there and be down the middle. But that is super low on the face. That rarely happens. What did I do? Quite often I've gotten the comment, this is a nice little bridge. And giant, it's like the Amazon River. Maybe more like the Nile. I don't know. Anyway, I get the comment that I talk too much. Not all the time, but often. And I do. I talk a lot. But this is not TikTok. This is not some reel or a short on Instagram. If you want that type of stuff to where it's condensed and it's in a really tight format because you're just that busy, or I don't know, you don't want more information, I guess. You can certainly go there and find those things. And YouTube has shorts. I've put up a couple of YouTube shorts. But if you're watching YouTube and it's longer format, God, my arm's getting tired. What is it that you want? Do you want entertainment? Do you want information? Do you want both? I'm gonna let my arm go down a little bit and you're gonna have to look up at me, sorry. Do you want some combination of both? I think I'm light on the entertainment side. I don't provide a ton of entertainment, I don't think. Maybe I should change that. But what I try to provide is information. And information, generally speaking, when you're talking about humans, comes in the form of conversation and talking. And I try to edit my videos to where I'm not just throwing in fluff, I'm trying to make it to where what you see has some sort of bearing on what I'm talking about. And it's not always super important, but it's kind of important to what I'm trying to relay. So if you guys feel that I talk too much, I do apologize, but it's kind of the whole point of these videos. All right, yardage time. This is a front pin. Wind is a swirling 146. I feel a little bit of breeze. Flag is all over the place. So I want to over club a little bit here. Now I'm going to smooth the 7-iron. That is dead on the money. It's going a little left. It's right on the fringe of the green. That's going to leave me a putt for birdie. Smoothed it out a little, I would say 75% effort. Take that extra club. Great result. I'm putting for birdie. I need birdies, by the way. I need some damn birdies. All right, again, I know I talk too much, but this is something I've been playing around with and it's gotten me some pretty good results. So if you ever watch Rocco Mediate, I follow him on Instagram, love Rocco. He does a lot of swing tips. He's got some personality and everything. It's really cool. I love watching the older guys. But Rocco, he has this thing where when he sets up, he continues to drop his trail foot back away from the ball a little bit until it looks like to a lot of people he's closed. He's not. His shoulders are still square. But I'm gonna try and get you adjusted here. But his feet are closed to the target. He drops that right foot back. And I've heard this tip a few times where when you get a little bit older, or maybe if you're having trouble with your hips and everything, you kind of drop that foot back and it gives you more room to clear with your trail side coming down into it. And I think I was setting up a lot of times almost with an open stance and it was really kind of binding up my hips a little bit. So now I'm kind of closing my hips but leaving my shoulders square. It gives me that room to really come down into it and not hurt my trail hip as much. All right, this is the birdie putt coming up. mud ball, mud ball. Well, I pulled it the whole way. Chad. You had a chance, dude. You had a chance. You blew it. I am absolutely exhausted. Heard some of you guys from overseas say knackered. Yeah, that's me. I am. I just finished 17. I'm about to go to the 18th. It's a dog leg par 5. It's definitely a 3-shot par 5. Most par 5s are 3-shot par 5s for me. My feet are killing me. My knees are popping with every single step, and my right hip feels like it's got a hand grenade jammed in it about to go off. I've made a couple of bogeys on the back. I haven't had any blow-up holes, believe it or not. Let me get my card out here and see where I stand. I've made either bogeys or pars. There's been no birdies. 4 over so far on the back, which is not great, but I'm attributing my senior slide on the back 9 to the fact that I am worn out. I'm going to play this last hole, let you know the scores, and then I'll wrap this thing up. I'm just going to really try and limp my way to the finish line here and hope for a miracle on this last hole. I've got no gas left in the tank, so there's no way this is going to have anything. I'm actually going to do a little bit of the flamingo drill here to make sure that I kind of get around myself. I'm going to drop that right foot back quite a bit and see what I can do here. Let's go. Well, that is incredibly well struck. I'm telling you guys, wore out. If I did this all the time, you know, I'd build up my calluses and I'd get used to it and wouldn't be no thing. That was the drive of the day. That flamingo drill, you can play that way. I've really got, like I said, I've got no spring lift in my legs at this point. So to keep my balance like that and to really stripe a good shot, solid, baby draw, high, fairly long. It just goes to show you the value of that drill. I've talked about that drill in previous videos. I was calling it the damn pelican drill, but pelicans don't stand on one leg. It's the flamingo drill. Great drive, middle of the fairway. There's a pond down here I've got to come up short of. Since I can't shoot the pond accurately, there's a tree to the left that I'm going to shoot 192. I know that tree, if I go the distance of that tree, it's probably a little too long. So you know what? I'm gonna just hit the 4-iron here. Flamingo 4-iron. And if anything, I'm gonna cheat it a little bit left. Maybe closer to that tree. I know I won't get to that tree. I'm gonna cheat it a little bit that way. Yep. Nope, that is pretty damn perfect. Go in. Go in. Oh my God. It finished about 1.5 feet away. It lipped out. Okay, managed to scrape a par on the last. That puts my total score 7 over par, 79. Thanks for watching.